love the Chanel classic flap look, but just don't have the budget for it or just not in love with the brand right now? Well, here are my top 10 most affordable Chanel classic flap alternatives on the market right now. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I want to talk about my top 10 best affordable alternatives for the Chanel classic flap. Now before I get started, if you like the content on this channel, I appreciate it very much if you would consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It will really mean a lot. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. Now, Chanel is undoubtedly, I think, like the head of authority on quilted handbags. But recently, the handbag prices for Chanel have just skyrocketed so high that it's just not something I would say is within reach for most of us. Now, in particular, the classic flap has been all the rage and just like been really popular as of late, and the prices just keep going up and up. Let's look at the price. Here is the small classic flap handbag, currently priced at $12,275 Canadian. That is if you can get your hands on one, just for a small classic flap. And now if you look at the other ones, for example, if you look at the kind of the other regular one, this lambskin gold tone metal, this one's $12,800. And of course there's also the maxi. That price is not even available. Now since this bag debuted in 1955, this handbag has been going up and up in popularity over time, I would say. Originally, Coco Chanel designed this handbag as a hands-free option for the ladies, and it's been a fan favorite ever since, at least in growing popularity with many loyal Chanel fans over the years. But with the price increases that has gone up so much, it's not necessarily reachable for some of us nowadays. However, I do find that it is a very timeless, versatile, and like eternally stylish handbag, very practical and wearable. But at that budget, I just don't know, like how many handbags could you possibly buy with, let's say, $12,000 that you would spend on a classic flap? Yeah, you can purchase a lot of handbags for that price. Here for a large classic flap is $13,850. Mind-blowing, isn't it? With these outrageous prices, I think it's difficult to justify buying from Chanel, especially with the quality issues that's been coming up. So I want to talk to you guys about affordable alternatives to consider, to splurge on for a handbag as an alternative, even to try out if you like the quilted handbag look before diving in wallet deep for a Chanel classic flap. So let's get started with my top 10 best Chanel classic flap alternatives that you can buy. Number one is YSL Lulu. The Saint Laurent brand has been stealing my heart over this last few years. I feel like there's just a lot of beautiful classic alternatives that they have come out with. In particular, the Lulu has been very popular among handbag lovers. You can see it has this quilted Y look. It has a double chain that is adjustable from shoulder, also easily to a crossbody as well. Like a very classic timeless look with many color alternatives available at a price of $3,565. Now, if you don't want to spend that much money on a handbag but still like the quilted look, I have a couple other options for you. If you want to stay with Saint Laurent brand, the other one I was considering is the Tory Lulu, priced at $2,405. Now this one is a little bit smaller in size. It is 12 by 14 by 7.5 centimeters, and I'll provide the dimensions below. But for this one, the chain or the leather strap is detachable, so you can change it to a chain strap if you would like. I think it's a very cute bag. I love the quilted look. I think it will last decades to come, and the prices are still within reach. It's $2,405. If you're interested in this handbag, I have done a full review of the toy Lulu versus the small Lulu size on my other videos on my YouTube channel, so check that out. Number 2 is the Tory Burch Kira handbag. Now this is the Kira chevron convertible shoulder bag. This gives me the Chanel vibe with the black leather quilting along with the gold chain. You can see it also has a adjustable strap that can go from shoulder to crossbody easily. They have like several different sizes that comes in, so I think it's a great alternative to consider, and it already has compartmentalization built in as well for like you to organize your handbag. So I think this is a great alternative to consider. I've done multiple reviews on the Tory Burch brand as of late because it's been stealing my heart given the reasonable pricing of $750 compared to the $13,000 that you saw for Coach. This is a great one to consider if you love the quilted design for Coach Chanel classic flap. Number 3 is from Coach. It's the Pillow Madison shoulder bag with quilting. This one's priced at $610. It comes in multiple colors. I think this brass chalk one's really beautiful as well, but if you like something a little bit more stealthy, I think this black option is just simply divine. So it's a different type of quilting than you see in the Chanel classic flap, but I love how pillowy it looks, and it's very user-friendly and functionality-wise. It has this slip pocket in the back that's very convenient for you to slip your phone so you can have easy access to it. It's just one large compartment inside, and it also has the strap that is chain with a little bit of leather intertwined in between, and it's adjustable for crossbody as you see here on the model, and also as a shoulder bag. For this one, you can see the very subtle minimalistic C standing for Coach, and this turn on has this added extra security for this handbag, priced at $610. Number 4 is from Geiger. Now Geiger is kind of new for me. This is the Kensington quilted shoulder bag, priced at $628. I did a shopping trip to Geiger if you want to check out that YouTube video as well. I was really surprised by the types of handbags that they came out with. This is how it looks like on the model. It actually has a little bit of a leather strap on the top, so it's a little bit more comfortable for you to wear if you wear it as a crossbody. Has no back slip pocket, but it's pretty minimalistic. Has this like jeweled bird on the front, and then has 2 magnetic closure in the front and built-in compartmentalization. Note that the chain actually goes through the middle divider compartment, so that's a little bit different as well. I think if you are looking for a little bit more security, this double magnetic closure may be something you will want to consider and find that as a pro for this particular handbag from Geiger. If you want to learn more about the brand, come shop with me at one of my YouTube videos looking at Geiger London. So that's number 4. Number 5 is from Burberry. This is the small Lola bag. It's priced at $2,750 Canadian. So I find that the Burberry handbag, it's a little bit more underrated. You can see that the quilting is reminiscent of like the kind of the plaid pattern design that Burberry is known for. A lot of people think of TB, thinks of like maybe Tory Burch, so it's not one that's like necessarily the first thing people think of when they think of quilted handbags. But I love the gold hardware with the black bag. By no means this is one of the more affordable ones, but this is a great alternative to consider if you really like the styling for the quilted handbags. Okay, so now on to number 6. Number 6 is actually from Charles & Keith. This is a quilted clutch that they have, which I think is very reminiscent of the wallet on chain from Chanel with the strap, the leather that intertwines in between the gold hardware with the quilting. Very minimalistic logo and branding on it. This one's priced at $73 Canadian, so by no means is this like very extravagant handbag to purchase, so it's like a great alternative to consider. They also have this beautiful white one that's great for the summertime as well. I think that Charles & Keith is a brand I'm going to love a lot more. You see it does come with a chain strap to make it as a crossbody as well, and has a little slip pocket in the back for convenience, but it just looks so effortlessly chic on the model, don't you think? If you're looking for something larger, Charles & Keith also has this one that's also a quilted handbag. So you can see here It's a black handbag. The handle is a little bit different. As you can see, there is a top handle. It's like a chunkier chain and also like a thinner chain for the crossbody. So you can use that crossbody and also as a top handle. I think it's just really cute. It does have like the double flap that's reminiscent of the one that is in Chanel. And here's how it looks like on the model. And yeah, just a little bit like a Chanel 19 mixed with a Chanel classic flap, I would say. Has a little bit of a additional flap closure. You can see the double flap closure. And then going back, you can see that the strap is detachable for the crossbody if you just like the top handle. So I like how this bag has provided multiple ways of wearing it. Very versatile. This one's priced at $96 Canadian. Right? Like the price comparison is just undeniably, this would be a great option if you really love quilted handbags but just don't want to put in the money for it. But keep in mind, this is false leather, but it undeniably is a great alternative to consider. Charles & Keith, definitely an underrated handbag brand that I really want to explore a little bit more. Number 7 is from Rebecca Minkoff. Now this bag has been around for a long while. The Love Leather Crossbody Bag. It's currently 20% off at the Bay at $238.40. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chanel boy bag. So it's not the classic flap per se, but still has a little bit of resemblance to it. You can see it's one large compartment on the inside. And then there's no back pocket. But yeah, you can see the chain is detachable as well with a leather strap on the top for added comfort when you're wearing it as a crossbody. And then the lock closure is a little bit different with like very minimalistic branding for Rebecca Minkoff as well. So that's another one to consider. Now, number 8 is a brand that I haven't seen for myself in person, but I've been hearing lots of great things about it. And that's actually Pinko. Pinko, the Love Classic Icon quilted crossbody bag, has been on the top of my wish list to consider. So you can see the quilting on it. It's more of a chevron one, but I love the lovebirds in the front. Just so beautiful. And then this is how it looks like on the model itself. Crossbody or shoulder strap, I guess you can use it that way. Crossbody, has no pocket in the back, but I really love the lovebird logo and like the minimalistic Pinko branding on the ring. You can see there is a little bit of compartmentalization inside with a zipper pocket for added security for some of your items that you want to make sure is in a good place. And this is priced at 674 Canadian, so like a very affordable option. And this is not necessarily false leather either compared to Charles & Keith. This one's actually sheepskin and it's 100% sheepskin, so it only comes in one size for this one. Number 9 is Espino of London. This is the large Loti bag. They come in several sizes, but it's priced at $1,440. So it's a very feminine elegant bag. You can see the quilting on it and how it looks like on the model. Again, with the leather intertwining between the chain, the gold chain. Quilting is not exactly the same as what you've seen in some of the handbags before, so it's a little bit different. But it doesn't have a slip pocket in the back, but it does have feet on the bottom. And has compartments built in with a zip closure in the middle as a divider as well. Oh, actually, I take it back. There is a magnetic zip pocket. That's super convenient. I love that. And then they have the strap that is easily adjustable from crossbody to shoulder. And it comes in multiple colors as well. So you can see here, this is the navy. They have this one that's not quilted, but this one is the quilted soft taupe, which I think will look really pretty as well. Number 10. Finally, we're at number 10, and I'm looking at Kate Spade. This is Kate Spade's surprise price at $169 for the Carry medium flap shoulder bag. This is how the shoulder bag looks like. You can see the quilting is like a little bit larger compared to what you see in the classic Chanel classic flap. Has a silver hardware chain that runs through it, but doesn't have the intertwining leather strap. It is a push lock closure for the handbag, and this is how it looks like on the model itself. Gives me a little bit of a Chanel vibe as well. And how it looks as a crossbody, it has a leather strap, so when you wear it as a crossbody it will be a little bit more comfortable. Looks very pillowy to me. Has this extra pocket in the front, which you don't see in the Chanel classic flap. And then here's how it looks like in terms of compartments. We have a zipper pocket and also a slip pocket in the front, secure with the front flap. And this handbag is priced $169, comes in black and also the white or parchment, and also this pink color, which the parchment I think is actually really pretty as well. So those are my top 10 best, most affordable Chanel classic flap alternatives. What do you think of these top 10 handbags that I've shown you so far? Do you think they are worth it? Or is there anyone that has made it to your wish list? Or conversely, maybe you are considering continuing to invest in the Chanel classic flap instead of some of these alternatives I've suggested. I would love to hear your opinion on it. If one, you think the Chanel classic flap is still worth it, or if any of these handbags you have personal experience with, I would love to know. And with that said, thank you so much for joining me on another mommy review, and I'll see you next time. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.